Na mtazamaji, karibu tena. Kwa sasa tunakaribisha makala ya elimu, ambapo kikundi chetu cha wanahabari bado wanazidi kutembea katika shule mbalimbali kwa minajili ya kuangalia jinsi wanafunzi wanavyofanya vema katika sekta ya elimu. Hebu tuwakaribishe, kunradhi, tusikilize wametuandalia nini.
Mbwembwe zilisheheni anga ya Navakholo katika mojawapo ya shule tajika ya sekondari ya mseto ya Navakholo siku ya Ijumaa, katika sherehe za kuadhimisha siku ya wazazi shuleni humo kwa mara ya kwanza tangu mkurupuko wa janga la corona mwaka wa 2020.
I'm the principal of Navakholo Secondary School. Currently, I joined this school early this term, that is in May. So I've been here for 2 months, and I want to thank God that He has been gracious to us as a school. Today we are holding our annual general meeting after a long break. The school has not had an annual general meeting since 2019, occasioned by Corona, but today we are holding one. I'm pleased that we have received close to 95% of parents we were expecting. Our population currently is 1,270, and I should say that with such a population, we have a lot on our hands as teachers, as a principal. There's a lot that is on our hands. The community has entrusted us because this is a pure day school.
Jina langu ni Mrs. Helen Kulundu, nikiwa Board of Management Chair of Navakholo Secondary School. Our school was started in 1995 by the Friends Church, who felt the need for a mixed school in this community because we have very many primary schools around us, catchment area, and many children were not managing to go to boarding schools. So that's why the Friends Church, who are the sponsors, they decided to start the school. We started with very few students, but the school has so far grown. We now have 1,300 students.
Maonyesho ya talanta miongoni mwa wanafunzi yalipewa kipaumbele kwenye sherehe hizo.
Wazazi pamoja na wanafunzi wa humu shuleni wanawapongeza viongozi kutoka katuzi dogo la Navakholo. Hii ni baada ya kuwalipia karo wanafunzi takriban 200 zikiwa ni shilingi 1,400.
Kamati ya halmashauri ya shule ikiongozwa na katibu mkuu ambaye pia ni mwalimu mkuu wa shule ya mseto ya Navakholo, Bwana Skipa Nyongesa, imewapongeza wazazi pamoja na washikadau wa shule kwa kukumbatia ukuaji wa kiwango cha elimu eneo hilo la Navakholo.
So the community has entrusted us with all these learners, and when we fail them, we fail the community. It's not like a boarding school where if you fail them, you distribute the failure in very many parts of the country. But this is a place where you fail the students, you fail the local community completely. And if you make them pass, you actually improve the livelihoods of the community. So today we are having an AGM, which is so far has gone on so well. We had very tactical issues to handle in the morning with the AGM business, things that were going on, and we felt that we can change as a staff. We suggested to them, I thank God that all of them went through successfully, although with some discussions here and there where parents required more explanations, which is very much understandable because today we do democratic leadership.
And so we cannot expand wide enough. We don't have enough land to put up enough classrooms, and even though some of the community members would like us to make our school boarding, we are not able because we don't have land.
My name is William Tembu. I am the vice chair to the BOM, and I'll just briefly talk about the strategic planning that we are planning to do. The Minister of Education has regulated that all schools must have their strategic plans, and we started the first strategic plan in 2016, and it is coming to an end. So We're in the process of formulating the next 5 years plan, and we shall focus on academic performance. We shall focus on co-curricular activity. We shall focus on infrastructure development. We shall also focus on the students' physical development and their discipline. And we shall also focus on involving the community so that it becomes supportive, as my chair has just mentioned.
Miongoni mwa malengo ya Bwana Nyongesa kwa shule hii mseto ya Navakholo ni kupiga jeki kiwango cha elimu shuleni humu.
In the morning we met with them and we talked about the strategic planning, which is in the process. Actually, the last one elapsed early this year. So we are in the process of coming up with another 5-year strategic plan. Already we have a board of management committee. I think, in fact, it is in the last stages of its formulation. According to our plan, we were to launch it today. But I believe that soon, most likely early next term, we will be launching our 5-year strategic plan. And parents are very positive. And especially when we were talking about the lab, I noticed that they were very keen. They became very keen when I mentioned that the lab should be workable and not look like it is not a very serious lab. We want it to be very strong, workable, and that is in our strategic plan. And they are very ready to support the school so that we move. But today, as a principal and as a leader, my focus is shifting from the current system of education to CBC. Because as politicians say, usipojipanga utapangwa. So sitaki kupangwa. I don't want Navakholo kupangwa. So today, I think my biggest message, and I would wish that the whole of Navakholo secondary community feel that we are now moving away from this system that is dying soon, and we should prepare ourselves for the CBC. And this one can be seen from our interest in co-curricular activities. We have several items in music that are going to the regionals. And by looking at them, I have a lot of hope that they'll go to nationals and even go to the gala. We are supporting sports. Currently, our girls netball team is competing at the county level. And so far, I've received favorable results. I believe that they are doing well. We have also a team for badminton at the county level, and I believe they are doing well. And for our school, I believe that it's a big...
Uimarishaji wa mandhari ya shule ni mojawapo ya mambo ambayo yamepewa kipaumbele na Bwana Nyongesa.
Achievement, it's an attempt, and I think next year I want us to put in more effort so that we remain attractive to the community in terms of CBC. Another thing that possibly it would be important for people to know in terms of our movement towards CBC is that we recently met as teachers and came up with a committee of teachers so that we can start preparing for CBC. And our school, going by the population that we have, the best you can do for this community, and that is the message I want to give to the parents, is that we will go most likely we'll do the 3 pathways that CBC is offering for senior secondary school. So I'm hoping to improve on games and improve on the curriculum next year, expand the curriculum so that we now start preparing ourselves for the sports, art sports and performance arts pathway. And then I want us to also concentrate on the laboratory. We equip it very well and possibly see if next year we can even start a workshop of some sort so that we prepare also for STEM, science, technology, engineering and mathematics. We believe that the committee that we appointed for teachers, they'll be giving us a report towards the end of the term, which will form a basis for us to come up with a policy next term through the board of management. And we believe that in January, if all goes well and we are financially endowed well, we should invite somebody from KICD now to advise us on a few areas that we can touch on to be able to offer the 3 pathways. Of course, the third one is social sciences, which is not a very bad area for us to implement. But STEM, I know it's technical for us, but we have no choice now that the ministry says that 60% of the students from junior secondary must go to STEM. Therefore, our school with this population, we must prepare for STEM.
Halmashauri ya shule hii pia imempongeza mbunge wa Navakholo Bwana Emmanuel Wangwe kwa maono ya ufanisi wa shule hii.
And probably the first thing that in terms of infrastructure that we are thinking is the facelift of the school, and where we are thinking that, okay, we had requested for assistance from stakeholders, although at the moment we have not received any support because we need a change of iron sheets and completing the terrazos and of course the drainage system of the school. But now we have put it in the strategic plan. I think next year that is an area we will start doing depending on the funding that we'll receive from the government, but that's an area we want to start with. We want to thank God that our area member of parliament has actually given us a go ahead to look for land and buy, because the school is actually so squeezed. I was worried if he would have come, we will not have a place for him to plant a tree, because there's nowhere we can plant any tree at the moment unless we now plant on the road. Otherwise we have no place to plant trees. But strategically as a school, we must now buy land, and we are in the negotiations with our neighbors, and we hope that if we can get one who can give us land, the MP is very ready to support us so that we can acquire more land. So our strategic plan is in the process. Everybody, the whole community is aware of it, and I think we will be doing a very good job when we start implementing it.
We've been trying to get land for the school for the last several years, but the community is not willing to donate school. We want to buy land for the school, and that has been a challenge. As you can see, even where we are seated, we are very much over congested. We have classes that are over almost 100 students in a class, and even a student cannot walk out. So we really want to strategize on how to change the view of the community towards the school to become more supportive in our next strategic plan. And regarding our performance, we really want to focus on where we want the school to be in terms of academic performance in the next 5 years.
Nikiripotia Upevu wa Maisha, runinga ya Maisha, jina langu ni Mesh Msembi.